What is up? What is up, YouTube? I should have went and got another beer. I'm drinking beer, y'all. I'm celebrating. Hey, Diddy suffers worst week ever. Trump snobs. Young Miami speaks data. Hey, this is Tisha Tales. Y'all hit that subscribe. I'm sleepy, y'all. If I have another beer, boy, I'm gonna be knocked out. I can make it 12 minutes. Hit that subscribe button and hit that bell. Check out my echo. I can't believe Diddy locked in a cell, tunnels under his house, and he can't make bail. I turned it down just a little bit. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check it out.
Y'all, why does Trump like playing Diddy like he is Charlie Brown in that football? If you want to talk about Diddy's lawyers was going hard all week. Guess what? Diddy might be getting out. He might be Diddy bopping by July 4th. People are saying he even planned to do a remix. A spin that, because you know Young Miami's been performing all over, literally doing the Diddy bop, right? Well, apparently, when that pardon didn't go over, Diddy had a prison meltdown. Apparently, the streets are saying, not what I'm saying, but I'm just telling you what the people are saying, that Diddy had some sort of prison meltdown because he was telling everybody that would listen that he was out of there. And baby, he had plans, big plans. But unfortunately, it looks like his plans are delayed until what? The spring of 2028. Now, the way he keeps getting days knocked off of his prison sentence for good behavior, it leads me to believe that he'll probably be out sometime around the holidays in 2027. He might even be out for Thanksgiving 2027, okay? But let's talk about the prison meltdown. First of all, let's talk about how Trump played Diddy. Trump has never forgiven Diddy for picking the wrong team. Now, you might say, oh my God, Diddy picked the Democrats. Okay, fine. But Diddy picked Democrats like Ron Burkle and Bill Clinton. And all I'm saying is Ron Burkle with air F-U-1. He would have freak-offs in the air. And Clinton, well, you know, him and Trump were like this. So anything you got to say about Trump, you can say about Clinton. Don't get political. I'm just saying. I'm saying what it is. Diddy picked the side that was going to pay him. Diddy also angled himself as the people that could lead black people to the promised land and really move the black vote into where Ron Burkle and the Clintons wanted it, which was rock the vote. Again, I don't want to get political. If you think the Clintons are good, then Diddy was doing God's work. If you think they're all the same and they was all on Epstein's side, then it is what it is. Anyway, right? So let's get into this. So like Diddy came out and he was like, Trump's an idiot. He ain't never gonna be president. He's racist. He don't like black people. Now that could all be true, but Trump took issue with it. And one thing we know about Trump, and two things for sure, he holds a grudge and he is going to play you again and again.
Both of them do. Diddy hold a grudge too. Diddy had a grudge against him. That's why he went out there and started saying that negative stuff against him. That's why Diddy was supposed to be on this. They was friends. They was shaking each other's hands. Y'all remember that? Then they had a little falling out. Then Diddy thought, all the black people got to band together and stop this white dude. Really? You thought that was going to work? Stupid, man. I can do better than this. Here we go.
Diddy has been doing everything he can.
Here we go. Watch this.
And one thing we know about Trump and
can
two
hold
things for sure, he holds a grudge. And he is going to play you again and again. Diddy has been doing everything he can to get a pardon. Now, I know Diddy spent multi-millions on...
You can't just go ask for a pardon. I don't know why people thinking it's because you got lots of money, you did wrong, so now you want a pardon. That's not how pardons work. And I'm pissed off at Trump. Then you're going to celebrate by... You celebrating something and celebrating to some, giving these people all these pardons and Diddy's name never came up in the pardon. Why? How do you celebrate by letting criminals out of jail? How is that celebrating? I can't even understand what you celebrating because I can't get over the fact that you're letting criminals out of jail on a pardon, and you call that a celebration? That's stupid.
On appeals. But don't forget the reason why Diddy needs that pardon is so he doesn't have to have 5 years of probation. I truly do believe that Diddy, given his proclivities, being the enablers that are around him and all this stuff, I don't think he's going to survive. That is drug tests. That's alcohol tests. Also, they're monitoring his spendings. He can't hire hookers anymore. Who's he going to have freak offs with? Honestly, who's he going to?
Him in his hand in the Tootsie Roll. That's how he going to have freak off. Look here, baby. Me and you tonight. Yeah, I'm going to take you out. Damn it and everything. Talking to his hand, y'all.
That is drug tests. That's alcohol tests. Also, they're monitoring his spendings. He can't hire hookers anymore. Who's he going to have freak offs with? Honestly, who's he going to pay to take all those 3 inches? Anyway, the thing is, they are saying that Diddy was very, very hopeful this time. He looked at Young Miami corrupting people with Spin That, which, side note, I know with the India Ari and the Young Miami and all this stuff and Trick Daddies, if you don't know who Trick Daddy is, count yourself lucky because he just looks like his skin has an odor. I don't know how to describe it. Now, like, it looks like his skin is rotting and he was going in on India Ari talking about her body. And I was like, fool, where you taking your body to the chop shop? And while we at it, can you get some mess pulled up? Like, you are ground zero for plastic surgery. Anyway, don't Google who Trick Daddy is. You'll regret it. But it looks like his skin is rotting. It really does. And he got to know, you badly built bees. I said, ooh, look at the projection. Badly built. Yowzers. Anyway, right? So Trick Daddy is still thinking he the king of Miami, right? And he was taken up for Young Miami. And you know, all that stuff. But I find it odd. You know, after the Rick Chow stuff, after the Carmelo stuff, after that lady in Walmart and her 1-year-old tragically passing away over having to take some Pampers, I think it's weird. There's a bunch of kids singing Spin That. And I agree. It didn't start with Miami. She's not the most egregious offense. But yet and still it is. You see what I'm saying? Like, she's not the most egregious offense. And this has been going on for a long time. And we've been suffering the consequences. So when are we going to stop? We don't got to boycott her song, but I don't know. Can we boycott the Diddies of the industry? Can we boycott the producers and the songwriters that are making like very low vibrational music and being like, I'm not dancing until you put that beat on like a little bit of positivity. But anyway, what does Spin That have to do with it? Spin That has to do with the fact that this was supposed to be Diddy's comeback vehicle. See, here's the thing that nobody gets. But this is what, listen, take this with a grain of salt because I don't talk to Diddy. I don't know anybody in Diddy's inner circle, so I wouldn't know, right? So I'm basically repeating gossip I heard, but it's entertaining gossip. So what y'all think? Diddy really thinks he's getting out. And he thinks he's getting out early. And he is, you know, Young Miami signed with the music label with, I think, Andre Harrell. Don't quote me on that. But he signed with the guy that helped him establish Bad Boy. And they're all disciples of Clive Davis, right? So with Young Miami signing to the new label, baby, that's Diddy all day. And if you listen to Spin That and even the dance that Young Miami be doing, it's Diddy bop, right? It's something we all know now with every step I take, Diddy can't really step. Like, we all know like Diddy and all this other stuff. Anyway, Young Miami is Diddy's comeback vehicle. And it is going to be interesting when he comes back, how long until he starts treating Young Miami the way he treated her before he got, before he went away for his bid. Because if there's one thing I know from watching Love After Lockup, no matter what they say to you in jail, no matter what they give you, girl, when they get out, it's a whole new world, or it's actually back to business. That's what I know. Now, let's see if Diddy defies the odds and he's a different type of man, but I don't know how long before Young Miami, but maybe Young Miami, she got a hit song out of it. Congratulations. JT has had plenty on TikTok. And Young Miami finally got a hit song, which, again, I'm not going to down it. She got a hit song. She said she was washed up. The whole industry got behind it. They're paying for spins. They're paying for promo. And getting into, why would they do that? Why would they do that? They're doing it because this is Diddy's comeback vehicle. See, Diddy is planning if his appeal, the song of the summer, if his appeal gets granted, which I don't know, it could But it's like, whatever. Or two, and this is the most important thing, if he could get clemency, which would be the best thing, which is basically a pardon, then he would jump on the remix. He had the whole summer set. He had everything set. And they're saying he melted down in jail. They are saying he is angry. He feels like he should be out. He feels like he was unfairly imprisoned. He feels like it's gone too far. After the Knicks parade, he felt like he should have been there as the king of the city. But instead of him being there, Young Miami was actually on the float. A Florida person that don't got no ties to New York except Diddy. So now Young Miami is having fun. And again, that's all my opinion, being Diddy's surrogate. But for how long? Because one thing about Diddy, I don't know, if he didn't appreciate you before he went in, baby, just wait till he acclimates to being back outside. So anyway, let's talk about Diddy's meltdown. He thought he'd be out. He thought for sure he was willing to pay whatever to get out via the brokers. Trump keeps using him as a distraction. Listen, his lawyer, they were so confident, his lawyers put out a release implying that he was going to get pardoned. And once again, Trump left him off the pardon list. Again, this is going more and more and more, but Diddy knows how fickle the music industry is. He knows how fickle pop culture is. He knows that if he stays locked up for another year, people are going to forget about him. But here's the one thing that I want to leave you guys with, which is the one thing that is like a little kerfuffle. And he's hoping that Young Miami can help him with this. But I think it's an angle everybody is missing. See, here's the thing. We saw from the documentary, and we saw from where Diddy hung out and where he played and where he stayed, Diddy don't want to be in the hood. See, all these people are defending that low vibrational song, Spin That. And I would argue, let's be real, it didn't start or end with Young Miami. 90% of the music on the hip hop chart is very low vibrational. But that's why hip hop is losing its currency and power in the culture. The same way rock lost its currency and power because it all turned into marketing. It all turned into this. It all got on a vibe that the people weren't really feeling, right? But don't judge me on that thing. I haven't really developed that thought. It's a longer video, and I don't want to hold you out here for 10 minutes. Why I extrapolate on that thought. Extrapolate. I like that. Let's start using that. So anyway, here's what the issue is, okay? Diddy only wants the cutest, the coolest, the brightest, the sexiest, and also the curviest, slim, thick girls and guys around, okay? And Diddy, even though scamming, all this other stuff, Diddy wants to go back to his eliteness. He wants to be that guy. He wants to go back to being rich, exclusive. You know, half the people that were defending him at his trial, he would never invite to not even his house. He would never invite to a white party. Sadly enough, most of the people that were out there defending Diddy, Ninja, I would never be at the party, but I'll be invited to that party before you ever are, right? Well, prior to me reporting on Diddy. Like, are you insane? Diddy is very elitist, in my opinion. He's very classist. He's very about looks and all this other stuff. And it's like they're trying to walk that walkway between, you know, being low vibrational, appealing to low vibrational, but keeping the people that look and act and their lives are living proof that they're low vibrational, keeping that out of the mix. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be an interesting walk. But back to what I was saying, Diddy and his prison meltdown, he really thought he was getting out. Streets are saying he thought he was about to jump on that Spin That list and be for the song of the summer. And Trump teased him because they're saying that he actually had real reason to believe this time. Trump teased him. And just like Charlie Brown in that football, he pulled that football up the last minute and he kicked it again. But you know what the funny thing is? They're saying that they're hoping.
That's Lucy. Oh, she gonna let me kick the ball. And then and then he fall right on his back every time. Yeah, my bad. To
get on Trump's Thanksgiving 2027 pardon list. Even if Diddy is served his full sentence or he's let out for appeal, They're saying that he is going to keep trying to get a presidential pardon so he doesn't have to deal with the legal effects of being on 5-year probation and being convicted under the Mann Act. Because at the end of the day, they're saying that Diddy really don't want to change that much. At least that's what I'm hearing. Let me know what y'all hear, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.